Sinn Fein will be the largest party of government in Northern Ireland for the first time ever, as they were the largest party at Stormont in last year's Assembly election. What does that mean for the Democratic Unionists? With us to discuss that is the party leader, Sir Jeffrey Donaldson. Thank you for joining us. Not the result the DUP would have hoped for.
Well, I think, David, if you actually look at the real results and not the spin that some commentators are trying to put on it, the DUP has increased its share of the vote from last year, and we're on course to win a lot of seats across all the councils in Northern Ireland. We've made gains in a number of councils. Of course, they won't be reported by the media because it doesn't suit the narrative that says Sinn Fein are on the up. But I'm not going to accept that narrative. The DUP has polled strongly in this election, despite everything that's been thrown at us, despite the challenges we have faced. The DUP is doing well. Our vote has held up well. We've increased our percentage share of the vote from last year. We're winning seats in councils. We're winning seats in places we've never won seats before.
So why has Sinn Fein become the largest party of local government in Northern Ireland?
I think there are a number of reasons for that. First of all, the collapse of the SDLP. Again being ignored by many commentators, and you're seeing that right across councils in Northern Ireland. Secondly, there is a differential, and unionists have to accept this. There is a differential in turnout in areas where Sinn Fein do better than in areas where unionists do better. And we need to look as unionist parties at why not enough of our people are turning out to vote, particularly in council elections.
Sir Jeffrey, you asked unionists to come out and strengthen your hand in negotiations with Rishi Sunak in protest at post-Brexit trading arrangements, but they haven't done that. The turnout was low in unionist constituencies. What does that say if they're sitting at home?
Well, actually, David, that's wrong again. The turnout in unionist areas is where it was at the last council election, so let's get our facts right here. But there is a differential, and it has been consistently a differential between turnout in unionist areas and nationalist areas. But the DUP's mandate is strong, and I am not going to allow anyone to swipe aside the voice of unionism. I will continue standing up for unionism, for Northern Ireland, to fix the problems that confront us at the moment, to ensure that our place in the United Kingdom is not only respected, but is protected in law. And I believe the mandate we've been given in this election reinforces that message.
So what does it mean for the big picture? Are you telling us that you are not for moving on your position of boycotting the power-sharing government at Stormont?
No, I'm saying what I said to the electors I've got a mandate for, which is vote for us to finish the job. And what is that? It is to secure Northern Ireland's place in the United Kingdom, which is the will of the majority of people in Northern Ireland. It is to remove the barriers to trade between Northern Ireland and Great Britain, and to ensure in law that our ability to trade with the rest of the UK is protected. I believe that can happen quickly. The government can move on this, and when they do, we will step up. We will see Stormont restored on a more stable foundation, and that is important.
Just one final question. Given the results of this election, is it not clear that people have greater concerns around the cost of living and the budget crisis at Stormont than they do around the constitutional questions of whether Northern Ireland should remain part of the UK or be part of the United Ireland?
Well, you can't separate the two, David. They are not separate issues. Northern Ireland being part of the UK is fundamentally important for our economy, for prosperity here, our health service, the welfare support that people receive. These things are important. They're an important part of what the United Kingdom is. And of course we want to be tackling the issues that matter to people. We're doing that on the ground. We want to see Stormont back up and running, but we've also got to tackle the big problem, which is that trade with our biggest market is impacted by the protocol. It's harming our economy, and we need that fixed.